very special stream, so bear with me. Good evening to anybody who's just tuning in here. Welcome. Yeah, just gonna let things get going over the next few minutes, and we'll get talking all about this really exciting news. So just gonna let things get started off because this is some massive news that we've had today from Thorpe Park. Hi out there to anyone that's just tuning in. Good evening, how are you all? Honestly, this is such a big announcement, it really is. So yeah, before I talk more about it, of course, I was live a couple of hours ago and shared the initial reaction. But yeah, we've had some more news now. Which is very exciting. I just want to have a bit of a general discussion with you all tonight. So let's go for it. Get your comments coming in about what you think, is going to be happening with this new ride, manufacturer-wise, and honestly, so much going on. So yeah, before we get into it, just want to say good evening, everyone. Welcome to Theme Park Worldwide. We've got Charlotte down in the comments who's looking after us all tonight. So hi out there to Charlotte. She'll keep you going down there in the comments. So many comments coming in. It is crazy. But this is massive news, isn't it, for Thorpe Park? So let's get started, shall we? So earlier on this afternoon, just over 3 hours ago it was now, it was confirmed at a Thorpe Park meeting, of course a planning meeting, that yes, it was a public consultation and the park were going to build the UK's tallest roller coaster, looking at a height of 236 feet, which is taller than the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is massive news, isn't it? Now, along with that, not a lot was said about a manufacturer. I know people that were there and did actually ask about a manufacturer, saying, who's the manufacturer going to be for this ride? The park haven't stated a manufacturer. However, they did state that the ride could feature up to 2, maybe even 3 inversions on there, which of course can give us some clues about the manufacturer. There was also they actually compared it for noise. So obviously when they do a plan application for a ride or public consultation, they have to give it as much information as they can do, but obviously they don't want to reveal too much either. And they were saying about the noise for this ride, they're actually comparing it to a Mack hypercoaster that currently operates out there. So yeah, that's what they were comparing the noise to, which makes you think, could we be seeing a potential Mack hypercoaster? And then of course you think about the fact that they've said inversions, meaning that we're leaning more towards now this could be a Mack hypercoaster. Possibly there is other manufacturers this could be. Now you've got to think Intamin are familiar there. Of course they do a lot of inversions on big coasters as well. So could we possibly be looking at an Intamin? I am leaning towards Mack. I think that could be the manufacturer now. But let's talk about some of the other options too. Intamin do inversions on their bigger coasters too. Along with that, could we maybe seeing a new generation coaster from B&M here? I mean, putting it out there, I think now they've said inversions, that could be pretty unlikely. Bear in mind, yes, B&M do a lot of inversions on their rides, but when it comes to a hyper coaster with inversions, that isn't something that what they really do. So yeah, this is really interesting. Could we maybe be seeing RMC or another manufacturer? But I think we can pretty much say this is going to be a steel coaster here. Dan 5800, big shout out to you. He reckons it's going to be a Mack hyper coaster. If it does open in 2024, that is the big one's 30th anniversary. Very true, which would be quite funny considering the coaster is proposed to beat the big one's records. Well, there you go. Thanks so much, Dan, for your super chat. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you got a valid point there. The big one, it opened back in 1994 here in the UK. Blimey, at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, 94. And yeah, a huge ride for the UK at its time, and still a big ride now. But what Thorpe Park are proposing here is taller than that. And of course, I want this to be a really interactive stream, this one. So get your comments coming in. There's going to be lots of shout outs along the way. Thanks, Philip. Really appreciate it. Philip Tad. He says, hi, Sean, you're doing an amazing job. Keep it up. When do you think we'll get the first RMC in the UK? And in which part do you think it's most likely? Well, certainly not Thorpe Park now, if this announcement's anything to go by. I mean, there is still a chance, but the fact they've compared the noise with a Mack hypercoaster, to me, seems like we're going to be looking at a steel coaster, possibly from Mack, maybe another manufacturer. You've got to think, like I said, just manufacturers at the moment, they haven't confirmed a manufacturer. We can all speculate now. We know the height, which is the most exciting and most important thing. We know this is going to be the tallest coaster in the UK. So yeah, I'm just going to, anybody who's commenting the stream, I'm going to pick lots of names out. I'm just going to have a general discussion about this. Thanks, Josh Plays. Love the work that you do. Keep it up. Thanks so much. Really do appreciate it. So yeah, Ryan Charles has said the UK's version of Goliath. Yeah, possibly so. I mean, you look at maybe like an Intamin and the hyper that's out there, or say hypercoaster Goliath. If we're talking about Goliath anyway, it's at Wallaby Holland. Obviously that isn't even 200 foot, but that's a fantastic ride. So I think we're going to be seeing something pretty large and pretty spectacular from the layout for this. We also don't know the length of the ride. That's something that hasn't been mentioned yet. Now, in terms of at this planning meeting today, I wasn't there personally. I know some people that were. They've been sending some updates, and yeah, they were saying that photos couldn't be taken of the actual plans and the photos on there. However, what they did say is that the more information should be coming tomorrow, as in Friday the 10th. There we go, just checking the calendar. Friday the 10th, we should be getting more information about this and hopefully seeing some actual plans. So yeah, fingers crossed for that one. Thanks for your super chats coming in tonight. Really appreciate it. This is from Charles in 1998. Hi out there to you. Do you think there's going to be some record-breaking inversions at that height? The inversions need to be tall to keep the G-forces down. That is very true. 236 foot. You know, could we maybe seeing a, I don't know, 150 foot tall loop or something on this? You know, that's certainly a possibility. You know, I am more leaning towards this being a Mack ride now when they've said inversions. I was expecting when there was rumours, you know, for this possibly to be a B&M hyper, but now they've said inversions, I'm certainly leaning towards that this could be something else now from Mack. Thank you so much, Goofy's Chicken Burger. There you go. Are you a big fan of Disney food? Is that why that's your YouTube name? Thanks so much for your support. Really do appreciate it. Thanks so much, honestly guys, really do appreciate that. I've got my laptop down here just getting all the comments out, so I'll get through as much as I can do. What a really good discussion. George T, thanks for the brilliant coverage of this and everything you do for your fans. Cannot wait to see the ride come to fruition. Thanks, George, really appreciate it. This is going to be massive news for the UK theme park industry, and you know, whether you're going to ride this or not, of course, you know, there's going to be some people watching this who love the parks, but when it comes to these big terrifying coasters, you know, maybe they wouldn't want to ride. No matter what, watching this thing go up is going to be absolutely amazing. There's going to be a lot of trips down to Thorpe Park when this thing's going up. And talking about dates now, it was confirmed today at the planning meeting that they're hoping to either open this in 2023 or 2024. They're hoping to submit the planning application kind of summer next year, 22. Construction start late 22. With this being a large ride, I'm more leaning towards this opening in 24. However, you know, they did say possibly 23. However, I would, you know, go in there expecting this for 2024. You know, don't go in there expecting 23 because you might be disappointed. You know, go in thinking, yeah, it's going to be a 24 edition. And if they do get it open earlier, then great. But you've got to think, with this being such a massive ride, there's going to be so much groundwork that goes into it as well, especially with how big the footprint could be for this. You know, I'd love to know stats on the track length. Could we be seeing, you know, maybe 4,000 feet of track with this being a hyper coaster, a hyper being over 200 foot? That it certainly seems like that could be the case. You know, could we be looking at maybe you know, 4,500 feet of track? We don't know at the moment. Wild Boy 1983, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Finally glad to be able to support the channel and thank both of you for many years of entertainment. Honestly, thank you so much. Without all of you watching this channel, it wouldn't be possible to do what I do. So honestly, thank you. Really do appreciate it. Wild Boy 1983. Keep them comments coming in. It's going to be a good discussion, this one. This is some of the biggest news we've ever had. I'd say this is the biggest news we've had in the UK theme park industry since, of course, I started Theme Park Worldwide. So this is going to be getting a lot of coverage on this channel. Hence why this is already my second live stream of the day about it. This is going to be a lot of coverage, a lot of construction, giving you all the latest updates regarding this one. Because this is big stuff. Like, this isn't some small little 100-foot coaster we're talking now. Go back to 2010. We was all excited when 13 got announced at Alton Towers. This is the big boy stuff now. This is the stuff we see abroad in other parks and we don't really get much of in this country. So, you know, I'm just so excited. I really am. Thank you very much, Shaz, doing an awesome job. Sean, thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. We've got the Extant Crab there as well. Love the channel. My top choice would be a Hyperion style Intamin Mega Coaster, but I'm just happy Thorpe are finally getting a new coaster. So am I. That's the main thing to take from this. Thorpe Park are getting a new roller coaster, and this will be the first coaster that they've built in, by the time it opens, 12, 13 years. Yeah, so that's really big news. The last coaster they opened was 2012. I remember covering that quite extensively because really that was the year that Theme Park Worldwide was founded, 2012. So I remember covering that coaster, and yeah, that being a big thing. And this is going to be huge. Like, I never thought I'd be filming a video like this, and that's why I wanted to do it live instead of pre-recorded. As you know, I don't really do loads of live stuff, but this is special. This is big stuff here, and I really want everybody to feel that excitement that we're getting from this big ride coming to Thorpe Park. Thank you very much, Luke. How sad will I be seeing loggers being removed? I was sad seeing loggers, how it's been sat for the past 5 years. However, I'll quite happily see loggers taken out for something big like this. Whatever it ends up being manufacturer wise, I'm going to be pretty happy. The fact we're seeing a new top coaster in the UK, subject to planning permission, of course, opening at Thorpe Park, then this is big stuff. Like, the Loggers Leap was beautiful, but let's just think, it was a log flume. This is a major coaster. This is a big UK. This could put the Thorpe Park on a world stage if they do it right. Bear in mind, theming at Thorpe Park and the Merlin Parks has started to be stepped up in recent years. Look at Wicker Man at Alton Towers, of course, another Merlin Park. With the theming, so we could be seeing a massive coaster what's also got a great theme to it as well. So Ruben's World says, I love your Bubbleworks video. Thank you. That's very random, but we've covered so much on this channel. Sometimes small things, sometimes massive things, but I've got to say this is the biggest thing since I've been running the channel, so I want to make sure we give it as much coverage as we can do. But yeah, thank you so much everyone who's getting them comments coming in and all of your support. I really do appreciate it. Thanks, Joshua. Hashtag Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. There we go. That's what it's all about. Just amazing this is. Thank you very much, Lan. Really do appreciate your support. He says, yo. Oh, love it. But yeah, just being here and just, filming this is big news for me. So yeah, let's talk more about, that height then. So obviously, with the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, officially, if we're going from the promenade, it is 213 foot tall, the big one at Blackpool, which is an Aero Hyper, opened in 1994, currently the tallest coaster in the UK. However, with Pleasure Beach, the way they've marketed it, and they always have done, is that it's actually 235 because of from sea level, above sea level. So, with what Thorpe Park have said today, does it mean that, are we seeing this from sea level, meaning that it's actually going to be taller than 236 or not? I think it is going to be 236, and they're probably not saying the sea level thing, but no matter what, they are topping the big one by 1 foot from what the park actually say, and officially, the big one's 213, so they're topping it by quite a bit if we're going off the actual height of it and not from sea level like Blackpool tend to do. So many comments coming in, over 1,000 of you watching. This is massive stuff, isn't it? This is really big. Maybe we've got people watching from abroad. I would love to know, what do you guys think to this? Like, this is big stuff for the UK. Now, let's talk about some of the other elements on the ride then. So we know that it's going to have inversions. That has been confirmed today, that the ride is looking at possibly 2 or 3 inversions from some pictures that were released today. We haven't got them pictures because at the meeting, they wasn't actually allowed to show anything and take things, take pictures to share. So that's fine. But we know this website's going to be coming imminently tomorrow, and we'll have more news. So I'm going to be back tomorrow with another video, probably a pre-recorded video with lots of imagery and talking more about it. But that'll be coming tomorrow evening, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, in terms of what other elements could we see, someone mentioned earlier, could we be seeing some of the tallest inversions in the world on this? It's certainly a possibility with the height of the coaster. We could be seeing some pretty tall inversions. But I was thinking about this earlier on, in like Central Florida or Orlando, that's the theme park capital of the world, their tallest coaster is 200 foot, and that's Mako. That's a B&M Hyper at SeaWorld Orlando. And that's it, that's an impressive ride, and that's 200 foot. This is bigger, and we're getting it in the UK at Thorpe Park. So this is massive stuff. It really is massive stuff. Thank you so much, everyone that's sending super chats tonight. Really do appreciate it. So we got Ellie, who loves the channel, looking forward to the ride. Thorpe Park is a local park, and something as the Swarm, the coaster. Okay, so yeah, you're really looking forward to seeing it, and of course, something massive is coming, which is great. 236 feet, like, this is big stuff. And people said, Thorpe Park can't build any taller than Stealth because of Heathrow. Wow. This is proving that that's hopefully not going to stop them. Like, fingers crossed, you know, all the public planning applications and consultations are all going to be worth it, and this is actually going to get built. But yeah, thanks Ellie for that one, really do appreciate it. Along with that, Kyla, hi out there to you. Do you think it's been the worst for ages, or have Thorpe Park finally put things into action as a result of the London resort no longer just being a concept? You are perfect with that one. That is a really good question. Thank you so much for that, Kyla. So yeah, the London Resort is a proposed theme park that is definitely not, no matter what the Sun and the Daily Mail say, it is not a UK Disneyland. It's a Paramount-owned project that now has been brought over by many other people, the London Resort Company Holdings. They're bringing in other brands and IPs. Basically, this park is set to be built in Kent. On the Swanscombe Peninsula, and they are saying now that construction is set to start next year. So yeah, your question was, you know, is this a result of this, you know, possibly going to get built? Yes, I would think so. The fact that Chessington have already announced a coaster for 23, that should be opening, subject of course to the planning application. So yeah, this could definitely be Merlin being worried, and I think Merlin are pretty scared right now at what you know, the London Resort could do. So yeah, we're seeing this massive ride down at Thorpe Park, you know, in Staines, on the outskirts of London, really. So yeah, this is big stuff. Thanks so much, Kai, for your question. Christmas 2009, thank you so much for your super chat. Really do appreciate it. Big fan of the channel, huge supporter. She has been for a long time. So thank you so much for that one. Honestly, we've got so many comments coming in tonight. It really is amazing. So thank you so much. Along with that, oh, blimey. The comments just keep rolling in. They keep rolling in. I did put a 60-second timer on it just so I can try and read some comments, because if I don't do that, literally it's like vroom, 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 faster than the lift hill is probably going to be on this coaster. Yeah, you know, so I have put a little timer on just so I can actually still read the comments and make this as interactive as I can do. So yes, let's have carry on reading the comments. So we got the Leonard King, will Amanda Thompson be annoyed? Of course, Amanda Thompson, OBE, can't forget that, is in charge of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, the owner. I don't think she'll be annoyed. I think Pleasure Beach have done well to keep the record for 30 years, to be honest, and it's not been topped by another park. So let's face it though, where would be able to top it? Not Alton Towers height record because of the planning application with the trees. But yeah, Thorpe finally, you know, we've been waiting a long time for a coaster. This is what we all wanted, isn't it? So no, I don't think Amanda Thompson will be annoyed. Maybe we could see the start of the Coaster Wars. Could we maybe see Pleasure Beach then building something bigger? You never know. We've got Gamer Coaster who said, hey, me and my friend Finley love your channel. Thank you so much to the both of you for watching. Really do appreciate it. We got Heath. Here's a question. How do you think Thorpe Park will deal with the queues with this new major ride? And what do you think Pleasure Beach will do with the news? So I was looking on Twitter earlier on, and Blackpool Pleasure Beach have already made like a sarky kind of jokey comments, you know, on there about it. Kind of like, what's going on? So that's quite funny. So Pleasure Beach know it's happening now, which I do find quite funny. Are we going to see them react with something else in the next few years? Anything's possible. This is Blackpool, but yeah, who knows with that one. And in terms of your question there, Heath, about the queues, I'm expecting this to run 3 trains. Like, again, there's no confirmation of that yet. We don't even know the manufacturer, but I do think we could be seeing this running 3 trains because of the length of the ride. With this being over 200 foot tall, 236 feet, I do think, you know, it'll run 3 trains. Whether it's a B&M, a Mack, which I think is most likely now, I do think, yeah, 3 trains. So it should have a pretty good throughput with this one. So yeah, it's going to be positioned kind of in Old Town on the station. Looks like it's going to be where the old train station used to be for the Camden Creek Railway, with the maintenance area kind of by Burger King. And they've also said there's going to be a viewing area kind of looking over the lake for this as well. So yeah, hence why we saw all this tree clearance now on the Loggers Leap site. Lots of trees will come down, and yeah, you're going to have these beautiful lakeside views from the ride, it seems, with this one, which is so exciting. Yeah, thank you for all your questions coming in. Just want to do a quick recap as well, just for anybody who has just started to join us. Yes, this is Thorpe Park. Earlier today they did a public consultation, and they said that they're going to be building, as long as they get the planning permission, the tallest roller coaster in the UK at 236 feet. A manufacturer, any other stats have not been confirmed, and at the meeting pictures were shown. However, they couldn't actually be, people who were there couldn't take photos of them, but a website's going to be launched tomorrow. That's a very quick summary. Everything else at the moment is just building on that and kind of a bit more speculation. So We've got another super chat who's just coming, so thank you very much for that. For Fancheesy, there we go. I don't know if I said that right. My pronunciation's awful. Met you at the opening of Icon. Can't wait to see you at the opening of this beast. I will be there. Like, this is going to be massive for the UK, absolutely massive for the UK. So yeah, I will certainly be there. So there we go. Thank you so much. Gamer Coaster Sinks, there we go, £1. Thank you very much, really appreciate it. Just gonna have a nice drink now. Like, I just do, it's that exciting. I get that much into this and talking. What are we, 20 minutes into the stream and already like we've spoke about so much. So bear with me, just gonna have a nice drink just here. Look at that beauty. Oh, oh, that's good. It's also and a Disneyland Paris cup just there as well. Lovely. I just want to apologise if you think I'm not as energetic as I normally have been. I said this in the last live stream, I've literally just been for my booster jab in this arm, like half an hour before filming this, like going live on this stream. So yeah, I've just had a booster in this arm, so apologise if I'm not quite as lively. By the end of it, this arm might be like, you know, just like this, but we'll see. Anyway, back to the subject of this big new ride. Mal has said, I'm your biggest fan. Please say happy birthday to him. Can't wait for tomorrow's video. Happy birthday to you. The extent Crabber said, have a bratwurst on me on your next theme park trip. Thank you so much. Now, if you haven't already, go over to Adventure Show, my second channel. You'll see me have like a massive bratwurst. It was about that big at the Manchester markets. Oh, it was so funny. But thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who's sending super chats tonight. Honestly, thank you so much. Like, you know, it's helping secure the future of this channel and bringing you the latest content. It all goes into the trips and buying equipment, that sort of thing. So thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. Charlotte again is down in the comments, so say hi to Charlotte down there who's looking after you all in the comments tonight. Thank you so much, Harry, for your super chat, and also from Laurie as well. Is Samurai being removed to make way for this? I only recently found out. I love it, so wanted to stay. We don't know. All they've really said is that the Old Town rides are being removed, so of course that's the 3 flat rides in that area, and Loggers Leap we know has been shut for many years now. So I think Samurai's safe. I know for a fact they were doing some maintenance on it and they spent a bit of money on it, so hopefully that is safe. But yeah, I don't think that's going to really get in the way because obviously it's right next to Soar, isn't it? I think with this we're looking a bit further back, kind of all behind Burger King, and then off to the left, you know, all round by the lake just there for this one. So good question. And thank you very much for that one. So many comments coming in. It's amazing. It really is. Hi, Dan5800. Excited for the opening day. The atmosphere. The queue's going to be so long, but worth it. Could we be seeing extended opening hours? Possibly so. If this is because Merlin are very worried about the future of this London resort, if it ends up happening, then yeah, we could maybe see opening hours push more. But that's something what we've already seen, isn't it? Opening hours this year at the Merlin parks. They have been better than they have been for a few years with these new events. So yeah, finally it feels like the UK is getting a bit more love when it comes to theme parks now. And I also think another big competitor for the parks now, as much as they're not built anything massively thrilling yet, is Paulton's Park. They're really giving Merlin a run for the money, especially with Legoland in Chessington. So that's what Paulton's Park are doing, and also the London Resort is, you know, all kind of affecting what Merlin are doing now, I think. They're having to step up the game. Like, they've got to. They've got no choice. They're having to step up the game. But yeah, thank you so much for that. Keep them questions coming in. Benjamin Wilson, big fan of the channel. Thank you so much. What about an S&S looping hypercoaster like Steel Curtain at Kennywood, which has the world's tallest inversion? It is certainly a possibility. Just a quick recap, a manufacturer hasn't been confirmed yet for this. We've got a confirmed height, which is 236 feet, 72 metres for anybody that works in that. 72 metres tall. Just to put it out there, Stealth is 205 for anybody who was wondering and didn't know. So yeah, this is going to be considerably taller than Stealth, which is good. Another 30 odd foot taller than Stealth. And the layout's obviously going to be a lot longer than this. So yeah, that's really exciting. But yeah, an S&S looping hypercoaster, yeah, it's a possibility. Like I said earlier on in the stream, I am leaning more towards a steel coaster. I think we could be seeing a Mack hypercoaster now. However, I still wouldn't rule out B&M yet, because let's just think about how creative B&M are being at the moment. We know behind the scenes they are working on a new surf coaster concept So, you know, we know they're trying that. It looks like the Chessington coaster is going to be some sort of new wing rider from B&M. So, yeah, we can't put it out there. B&M could still be in the running for this. And maybe they've done some kind of new, hypercoaster with inversions. It is possible. It really is possible at this stage. We'll find out more tomorrow. We're not going to be left wondering for much longer. Tomorrow, this website's going to be going live and we're going to get more information. Someone's comment there, I didn't see who it was. It's flown past me, but they were like, yeah, it's just going to be a wacky worm. Don't worry, it's not going to be a wacky worm. This is big stuff now. I'll be honest, you know, Thorpe Park over the past few years have done some pretty interesting investments, but this is big. This is what we've been waiting for from Thorpe Park. It really is. Archie, will I ever come back to THORPE Park? Love the videos. Yes, I'd love to come back to THORPE in the future. I really would. And thanks for watching. Maybe next year we'll come back to THORPE. Tim Fairs, met you at Alton Towers back in May. Keep up the good work. You're right, it's a lot of money for a sausage and a bun at Oktoberfest 2020. That is a classic comment, isn't it? Thank you so much for that one. Really do appreciate it. Oh, we have a good laugh, don't we? Really do. But yeah, keep your comments coming in. So another one, 200-foot wacky worm, Angie said down there. That's quite funny. James said pinfall hyper. Come on, let's have some serious suggestions. What are you thinking about? Like, you know, Risa said 1 foot Jesus. Can't they beat it properly? Well, you've got to think, right, with the big one, like I said earlier on, technically it is 213. This is 236. So they are beating it by quite a bit. Pleasure Beach have always just done the from sea level thing. So yeah, you know, what we're looking at here is considerably bigger if we're going off that in terms of the actual height of the steel for this coaster. Mac Hyper, yeah. You know, a lot of people seem to be saying Mac Hyper. I'm leaning more towards that now as well. Especially, you know, you think of the height of it, what Mac have done. Let's just talk a bit more about a Mac Hyper for those of you that don't know. Something like DZ Rivals Hyper Coaster. There's also one that's just called Hyper Coaster at Land of Legends in Turkey. So yeah, that's got a massive loop on there as well. So, you know, with them saying 2 or 3 inversions, yeah, we could maybe be seeing a large loop, maybe what, 150-foot tall loop or something on this would be pretty nice. We don't know until we've seen these actual plans. People who were there today did see some stuff, but not loads, we believe. You know, and obviously when it all goes on the website, everything's going to be a lot easier to see, you know, which is going to be really exciting. So here we go, another super chat coming in from Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Bring on the Coca-Cola, the bigger one. Can you imagine if it was sponsored by Coca-Cola? I don't think it's going to be, but yeah, well, there you go. Thanks for sending that one in. We've got Celia just here. I think that's how I pronounce your name. Love your channel, Sean and Charlotte. From France. And a nice picture of a baguette just there as well. Well, there you go. Love a good baguette when I come to France. So thank you very much, Celia. I do apologise if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. I do try my best, but anyone that's watched the channel for a while will know that my pronunciation is absolutely terrible. It really is. Everybody say a big hello to Charlotte down there as well in the comments. She's doing a great job looking after everybody tonight here on the stream as we talk about this big exciting new ride. John said Icons moved to Thorpe Park from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So yeah, obviously Blackpool back in 2018 opened Icon. That is a Mac coaster. The trains on a Mac Hyper coaster, say it turns out to be one of those, are very similar to that of Icon, meaning that they have just got a lap bar restraint. You know, we're not talking over the shoulders. So, you know, the fact we're going to be going up to 236 with just a lap bar is really exciting. Really, really good to see. Pushing the boundaries now. This is big stuff. Really big stuff, this is. Zamperla Volare, 236 foot tall, spiral lift hill. Can you imagine that? That would be absolutely terrible. It really, I don't think it's going to be that, luckily, but oh, can you imagine? There we go. Oh, what else we got down here? Peter said, world's largest wacky worm. Well, a lot of people are saying this. Don't worry. You know, it's not going to be a wacky worm. This is big stuff we're talking about here, guys. Luke has said, oh, there we go. Where's he gone? There we go. We've got that many comments coming in. Honestly, it's crazy. Keep your comments coming in, though. I'm loving it. But yeah, just catching up with everything. The theme is Black Mirror the ride. I hope not. I think we're going to be seeing something pretty different to that one. I really hope so. Thanks again for all your super chats that are coming in. Chai Charlie H. I don't think this will be the UK's fastest coaster, so they don't overshadow Stealth, but it'll definitely be the UK's tallest. So yeah, we know as a fact now it's the UK's tallest. But yeah, Charlie's got a really good point there. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the fastest. It depends on the drop, doesn't it, really, and how much speed it builds up at the bottom of that. Let's talk about the layout. The drop. We don't know the actual height of the drop yet. Yes, we know the coaster is 236. The drop might only be 150 feet. Then it goes into an inversion, then does something else. We don't know yet until we've seen a layout. So, there is a chance it might not be the fastest, but there's also a chance that it could be the fastest coaster. What's quite funny is that Blackpool Pleasure Beach again claimed that the big one is 85 miles an hour, when of course we know that it's not. It's more around the 75 mark. Definitely not 85. Stealth is the fastest coaster in the UK at 80. But this is quite interesting, that the Blackpool make these statements. We all love Pleasure Beach. I love them to bits, but they do make these statements that aren't necessarily always true. This is really big stuff for Thorpe Park. The fact they're going in there and taking down the big one, really, with this. I phrased that really wrong. I made it sound like Blackpool are going to take down the big one. Can you imagine if they made the big one taller just because of this? Like, honestly, not really possible, by the way. Don't get too excited. But yeah, thanks so much for that one. Green Tea, hiya Sean, doing a great job with all the updates. Thank you. I don't think I've ever done, I've never done 2 live streams in a day. This just shows how much we're going to be covering this coaster here on Theme Park Worldwide. It's going to be big stuff. And as much as I don't think this is going to open until 2024, construction should be starting at the end of next year, subject to the planning permission. And then, we're going to be down there getting all the regular updates, and bringing them to you. So yeah, thank you very much, Green Tea, for your support. Really do appreciate that. So many comments coming in. Dan 5800, a return to Planet Coaster maybe. You can show us what you think the coaster will be like. Watch this space with Planet Coaster. Obviously, I'm doing Vlogmas at the moment every day over on my other channel, Adventure Sean. So I kind of wanted to do that as the big Christmas focus. Plus, I've also been doing Christmas content on this channel daily. So that's been the main focus. However, Planet Coaster is coming. It's going to be in the new year, maybe towards the end of January. Planet Coaster. It won't be a massive series, I'll tell you that now, because I've just not got the time. I've got so much planned for next year anyway. But it is 10 years of Theme Park Worldwide. TPW is well known for its Planet Coaster. So I think it'd be wrong to have a 10th anniversary year and not do some sort of Planet Coaster. So it will be coming, guys. Just bear with me. Bear with me on that one. So here we go. Keep your comments coming in. Like I say, I really do appreciate everyone who sent super chats tonight as well. It all goes towards funding future content and equipment. And thank you, honestly, so much. It means the world to me. Over 1,000 people watching. Like, amazing. Theme Park Universe. What do you think the storyline could be? I don't know. I really don't know in terms of a theme for this. It was teased, we believe, in trailers on one of the posters. So yeah, could we be seeing some sort of futuristic theme for this? That leads me on to talk about the track colour. They have also said it's going to kind of be a similar track colour to Stealth. At the top it's going to be a light colour, probably white, so that obviously it blends in with the sky and the surrounding landscape. So yeah, we're looking at a white track with possibly another colour lower down. I mean, they compared it to Stealth. Could it maybe even be blue, the lower parts of the track? But I'd love to see some kind of futuristic, maybe space theme with it. I'm hoping it's not too dark of a theme. I'm a little bit fed up of dark themed rides where it's all too horror based. I really want to see quite a lighter theme. I think like a Journey to Space or something along them lines would be nice. I'd love some very modern theming, kind of like Hyperion, Energylandia, something like that theme wise. I think would be a really good fit. Just bear with me, you can have a little bit more drink. It's a lot when you're talking constantly, but it's so exciting, honestly. Got my Disneyland Paris cup, a massive, look at that massive cordial. Who loves a good cordial? Oh. Oh, that's good. That is really good. Amazing. But yeah, thank you so much for that storyline. What do you think it's going to be? So many comments. It is crazy. Dan, we've already had that one saying about Planet Coaster. It is coming. Don't worry for that. It is coming. Yeah, 2024, I'll be 50 then, somebody says. Yeah, I'm going to be in my 30s. Like, I'm going to be 32. Like, yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Crazy, but we're going to be there covering this, and it's going to be absolutely massive. Kevin Miles, what do you think the theme will be? Yeah, I've kind of spoke a little bit about that, but I would love to see a modern futuristic theme, possibly space. If not space, possibly a journey about going to another planet. Well, that is space, but not like a journey to the moon kind of thing, like Hyperion, like a mission to Mars or something like that could be quite cool. But with this being such a tall ride, I do think it'd be a bit of a missed opportunity theme-wise if they go for a horror theme. It doesn't need a horror theme, not with it being such a big ride. Like, it'd be nice. It's going to be impressive to look at. It doesn't need to have anything too spooky attached to it, in my opinion. Star Trek, Rita said, yeah, like, I mean, if you look at Star Trek Operation Enterprise out at Movie Park Germany, that's got a really nice theme. You know, if we're looking at kind of a stealth colour scheme for the track, like white and blue, possibly, then, you know, can you just imagine like a really nice, you know, like all LED strip lighting in the station, like silver or chrome kind of air gates? I'd love them to go with something like that from a theme. Just going back to a quick recap for anyone that's joined. I know a lot of you have been here since the start, but I just want to recap for anybody that has just joined and is thinking what's going on. So earlier today, this afternoon, around 4 o'clock, Thorpe Park were holding a public consultation. It started at 3. It took about an hour until the news broke, and then it was confirmed via sources to us that yes, they are going to be building the UK's tallest coaster as long as they get the planning permission at 236 feet, 72 metres. A manufacturer is yet to be confirmed. However, they did state that the ride will feature inversions, which has led a lot of people to believe it could possibly be from Mack or Intamin and not from B&M. However, we still can't rule B&M out because they are trying lots of different things with their rides at the moment. So yeah, there we go. That's a quick summary from this one. So what were the sources? So the sources were friends of mine who live locally. So to go to this, you have to live locally, and they were there sending updates from this. There was many other people who live locally there, and then tomorrow the plans will be put online for everyone to see. So that's where we're at. We're not kind of saying, oh, we've got our secret sources and we're not telling you. You know, this is official. It's on the Thorpe Park website. You can go on there and have a look. You can see the consultation was taking place today. There's also one that started 9 minutes ago. They did one at 7 o'clock this evening as well. There was a 3 o'clock and a 7. So right now, as I'm bringing you this, there are people at Thorpe Park right now having a second consultation. Well, repeating the first one, but a second one is being held right now. And then tomorrow the website will go on. The consultation is going to run into early January. They're then hoping to apply for planning permission in summer with the plan of starting construction late 2022. The ride is going to be located in the Old Town area. That doesn't necessarily mean the ride is going to have a Wild West theme. We could be seeing a re-theme of the area. I think that's more likely in my opinion. But again, that isn't confirmed. So there we go. That's, you know, putting out what's fact and what's fiction at the moment. But this is so big. And yes, it will be the UK's tallest roller coaster as long as they get the planning permission to build this ride. So yeah, thanks Kevin for that one. Dears Dodge, there we go, 236 foot tall Pinfari Looper. No, it's definitely not going to be Pinfari. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if it was? Now, I was recently out at IAAPA in Florida a few weeks ago. You might have seen the video. And, you know, there was a lot of talk at IAAPA actually about a Thorpe Park coaster. I was chatting with a few manufacturers, you know, and nobody really gives too much away. IAAPA is a trade show. It's professional at the end of the day. But there was a lot of talk going on about Thorpe Park from various manufacturers. And the park are saying at the moment that they've been chatting with quite a few manufacturers for this one, but didn't want to say today. They've held off saying who is going to build this. So that adds to the mystery, that adds to the suspense, you know, of this announcement, which is really interesting. So many comments coming in. Apparently the website will be live at midnight. That's a rumour. Well, there we go. If it is, brilliant. I'll be up until midnight. Anyway, that was already my plan, Dan. When you do what I do, then yeah, you know, you're always up, you're thinking about things. I probably will hardly sleep tonight. That probably sounds really sad to a lot of people, but yeah, this is big stuff. Like, it means the world to me. Running theme park worldwide is my full-time job. I do it all the time. Charlotte's a massive help as well. Of course, she's down there in the comments looking after you tonight. And yeah, you know, it means a lot to me. These parks mean the world to me. And to have something this big coming to the UK is phenomenal. It really is phenomenal. The fact that we're seeing Merlin Entertainments and Thorpe Park push the boundaries now and do bigger than the big one. I didn't think we'd ever see something top the big one here, not with how strict our planning rules are. They're confident they're going to get permission, so let's hope they can do. But there we go. Yeah, if it goes live at midnight, I will be there. Jamie, they've inspected the hypercoaster in Turkey for noise. Yeah. Why would they do that if it wasn't from the same manufacturer? Has to be a Big Mac. I'm loving it. Oh, I love that. There we go. Shout out to McDonald's there. Not sponsoring the stream or anything. Yeah. You know, he's put it there. You know, that is it, basically. Like, why would they look at, you know, a Mac Hyper and compare it to noise if it wasn't going to be that? So, you know, I am leaning towards the Mac Hyper, which I'm a big fan of Mac rides. I love their rides so much. And it'll be an amazing addition to the UK. You know, a Mac launch coaster icon at Pleasure Beach, I love. you know, but this, we're talking big scale stuff here, 2 to 3 inversions. But what I'm really hoping the main focus of this ride is airtime. Like, I want a massive drop. Imagine going up the lift hill, coming down a massive drop, and then, yeah, you know, some big airtime on this, some big ejector airtime. That's what the UK theme park industry lacks, in my opinion. So I want to see airtime being the big focus for this one. Thank you, Ben Frost. I predicted 200-foot tall Hero clone. If it was a Hero clone, I don't even think I'd ride it, not a 200-foot. Hero, by the way, is a Zampella Volare that's located at Flamingo Land in Yorkshire. And to put it bluntly, it's absolutely terrible. It's one of my least favourite coasters out there. It really is. Oh, so many comments coming in. I'm loving just seeing all this speculation. It really is amazing. GJ81, thank you, Sean and Charlotte, for your amazing coverage throughout the past year. I've been hooked ever since I subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate all of your support. We really do appreciate that. There's been some really funny comments coming in as well, which, you know, it's all good fun. Like, you know, on this channel, we don't take things too seriously. I like to get the facts across, but, you know, we have a laugh as well. That's what it's all about, isn't it? But yeah, inspecting a Mack hypercoaster out in Turkey, you know, it does make you think, doesn't it? Why would they do that if it wasn't going to be from that manufacturer that have compared it to something like Shambhala or Silver Star? So yeah, you know, I'm really hoping that we're going to see a massive airtime monster. I'm really, really hoping so. This is a funny comment coming in. You've taken over all my TV shows with your vlogs. I'm glad that you like them so much. Like, it's been a busy year for the channel. You know, we are still in this pandemic, but we've been lucky to be able to travel and do a lot. I was really grateful to get out to Florida. Like, getting out to Florida was absolutely amazing. It really was. And going to IAPA, seeing friends again, seeing Brett, it was, honestly, it was amazing. So yeah, I'm really hoping for more foreign travel. And you know what, I may as well say it whilst we're on a live stream. Stay tuned next week, because me and Charlotte are going to be announcing a big trip for January for the 10th anniversary of Theme Park Worldwide. So there you go, let's have another exclusive in this. I'm not going to say where just yet, get your speculation coming in, but yes, I've dropped my mouse. We are going to be doing a big trip in January. I'm back. I've just been for a ride on the Hyper. A big trip in January coming up to celebrate Theme Park Worldwide's 10th birthday, because it's the channel's birthday in January in a few weeks' time. So that's going to kick off a year of celebrations. You know, it's not just going to be one big trip and that's it. This celebration is going to be for 12 months. It's going to span for the whole year. You're going to see some big changes come in, some big new videos, and some brand new stuff coming that I'd love to tell you now, but I'm trying to focus on Thorpe's Coaster, so I'll come back to it. But yeah, there will be a trip coming up in January, subject to COVID restrictions. Obviously, things are getting, you know, more difficult now, aren't they, when it comes to COVID restrictions. I've just been for my booster jab, you know, a few hours, an hour ago top. So yeah, it's kind of like, you know, having that, hopefully, you know, now to travel, you might need that. So I'll do everything I can to keep the content coming, and yeah, hopefully be able to travel in January and do that trip. Do I think there'll be an IP attached to it, Jason said. I really hope not. I really do hope there's not an IP. I'd like it to be original. Look at Wicker Man at Alton Towers. And yes, I know that it was based on a film. However, the ride isn't an IP with Wicker Man. You know, it's not based off that film directly. It's their take on the Wicker Man. So I'd like to see it be a non-IP, an intellectual property. I want it to see a unique theme for Thorpe Park. And like a space theme, something like Galactica's theme I would like to see, actually. I think something like that, really modern, really fresh, would be the perfect addition for Thorpe Park. Adam has said, howdy from Sheffield. Howdy to everybody in Sheffield. What elements, G-forces, am I hoping for on the coaster? Also, which website are you talking about? So, firstly, this is on the official Thorpe Park website. Tomorrow, they are going to be revealing a section all about the ride. So, yeah, we're going to find out more information tomorrow, and I'm going to be filming a video, releasing that tomorrow evening, talking more in detail, showing any plans that have been released. Because at the moment, we haven't got any to show, because at the time, there wasn't actually allowed to take any photos at the public consultation today. So that's why there isn't anything to show at the moment. And that's why I've done a stream, you know, just talking about it first. And then we'll have a look at some plans tomorrow evening, this sort of time on the channel. So yeah, in terms of what elements G-force is, we know the coaster is 236 feet. I really want to see, Adam, I want to see a drop, the actual drop being near that. I want to see, you know, 230-foot drop on this. Just because it's that tall doesn't mean the drop's going going to be that, but I'm really hoping it is. Along with that, you know, the same 2 to 3 inversions, I'd like to see him go for a massive loop, maybe a 150 foot tall loop on this would be great. Towards the end of the layout, maybe a nice 0G roll, barrel roll that takes it with really high speed, I think it'd be nice. That's what I've always said Icon misses at Blackpool. And if this does end up being a Mack hypercoaster, then yeah, I would like to see that ideally. In terms of G-forces, I think we're going to be seeing way over 4G, possibly up to 4.5G. And of course, I think there's going to be a lot of negative forces coming from this. Lots of airtime on this, which I really want to see. Also, I think it'd be nice to have a couple of helixes, you know, with it kind of being fitting onto the Old Town site and Loggers Leap. A couple of helixes would be really nice. Traditional hypers, you know, it's more about the camelbacks, isn't it? I think with this, we're going to be seeing some more twists and elements, some helixes, some inversions. It's going to be a good all-rounder, but also it's going to have the height as well, which is very exciting. So thanks for that, Adam, and thanks for your super chat. Really do appreciate it. Max spinning coaster, well, you know, for all we know, he could actually have the spinning car put on the back, or the spinning seats maybe, if it was a Mack. Of course, we've got Enzo coming to Icon next year at Pleasure Beach, so yeah, possibly we could see that if it was a Mack. That's something what could happen. Harry said a 236 foot tall infusion clone. I'd rather not, Harry. What do I think the theme will be? Again, we don't know yet. However, they are kind of teasing towards that. Yes, it was mentioned during trailers, their Fright Nights attraction. So yeah, could we possibly be seeing, you know, some kind of futuristic theme for this ride? I'd certainly like to see that. Do I think it'll be attached to an IP? I'd like to think it'll be an original theme. With this being Thorpe Park, they love a good IP, so we don't know. Again, anything is possible. What if they call it TPW the ride? Yeah, I don't think we've got any chance of that happening, unfortunately. However, you're going to be seeing a lot of this coaster on this channel. We've already had 2 streams today. There's a video tomorrow. As news keeps coming out, I'll keep you updated. And as soon as construction starts, you'll be able to stick with us for all the latest updates. With this being a massive coaster, we're going to be able to see a lot of this from outside the park going up. So that's really, really exciting. What's the likelihood that this is going to get approved, someone said? That's a very good question. The fact that Stealth got approved, I think we're in for a good chance. It's only, you know, it's 30 foot taller. I think they're in for a good chance with that. Heathrow doesn't seem to be an issue. I think that maybe this will have to have a height beacon on, like a red height beacon, of course, with it being as high as it's going to be. However, yeah, are they going to have any issues? I hope not. I really hope not. I don't want to see this scaled down. And looking at the size of the coaster they want to build, it wouldn't really work if it was scaled down either. So no, I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about that one. But yeah, in terms of manufacturer, you know, with Mack rides, if they're building Hyper from Mack with this, and again, just to recap, they didn't confirm a manufacturer today, then I am thinking, you know, with this being a Mack coaster, we're going to be seeing something along the likes of the Hyper coaster at Land of Legends in Turkey. That is its name, Hyper Coaster. I think Thorpe will name it a bit better. DC Rivals Hyper Coaster in Australia. In tomorrow's video, if it does end up being a Mack Hyper like we think it might be now, then yeah, I'll show some of these other rides. We'll look at some POVs, a real in-depth as to what you know, we could be seeing layout-wise from this as well. Some of the elements, because Mack rides are very well known for some unique elements, and they've really been upscaling the inversions on some of their rides, especially the vertical loop. They've been making massive. So yeah, if it was a Mack, I think inversions-wise, we could be seeing something, you know, really out of the ordinary on this one. Again, I was really thinking this was going to be a B&M Hyper, and it still could be. The manufacturer hasn't been confirmed, but B&M Hypers don't have inversions normally, unless we're seeing them do something different. Or when they're saying this ride has got inversions, the meaning really it's got some tight overbanks. So not really a full inversion, a tight overbank, but they're classing it as an inversion. That could be the case. But the most important thing we know, and that is officially confirmed, is that this will be the tallest roller coaster in the UK, topping the big one. That is massive news. 30 years, you know, after it opened, this is going to be topping the big one, which is absolutely massive news. It really is for the industry. So I'll read some more of your comments coming in. Keep them coming in, guys. I'm really enjoying seeing all the speculation. I'm loving all the funny ones as well. Thanks, Dan. Hope we don't see seatbelts on this. Hopefully not. So, you know, my beloved Icon here that I love at Blackpool Pleasure Beach was fitted out with seatbelts for this season, and it did kind of take away from the throughput of the ride. So I'm really hoping that, you know, if this was a Mack Hyper, it doesn't have seatbelts. If it was a B&M Hyper, then we're pretty much certain that it wouldn't. Of course, some B&M Hypers in America, they do have seat belts, but in Europe, Shambhala, for example, that's a no. There's not on Mako even, but some of the parks do have seat belts on their Hypers. If not, it'll just be a clamshell restraint if it was to be B&M. If it was to be Mac, then of course we're looking at a lap bar that will come down, similar to a clamshell, but a different style, similar to Icon. But yes, we keep talking about B&M and Mac, mostly Mac now. However, there is still a chance this could be from another manufacturer. You know, Vekoma maybe. Yeah, can you imagine if it was over a 200-foot tall Vekoma coming to Thorpe Park? Anything's possible. We can't rule out things, but I think we've also got to be realistic as well and think from what they've done with the sound, they've compared it to a Mac you know, hypercoaster with the sound to this. So yeah, I am leaning more towards that it's going to be that. But no, hopefully no seat belts. Yeah, fingers crossed with that one. Want to feel nice and free on this one, don't we, and enjoy it. Break Oofa said, what do happen with Stealth, do I think? Nothing, I don't think will happen with Stealth. Absolutely nothing. It's still a great ride. It's always going to have that launch, that acceleration. This is going to be a lift hill coaster from what we know. It's not going to have a launch. It's going to be a 236-foot tall lift. So no, I don't think it's going to take away from Stealth at all. Also, it's at the other side of the park. When you walk into Thorpe Park, you're going to have this massive coaster off to the left and Stealth off to the right, so it's not really going to affect that, you know. So no, I don't think anything will happen to Stealth. I think it'll still continue to be a very successful and popular ride for Thorpe Park because of the launch. This isn't going to be a launch, you know. B&M all the way, Channel Entertainment. Yeah, B&M are a good. I've dropped my mouse again. They're a good solid manufacturer, aren't they? But yeah, I am leaning towards Mac from the sound report because for the sound report they would have used a. It is. They would have used B&M, a B&M coaster on there, wouldn't they? If not, so yeah, it does seem like we're going to be looking at a Mac coaster. How many trains are there going to be? I think we're going to be seeing 3 trains minimum for this, with it being a hyper. So there we go. Keep them comments coming in. Once again, thank you to everyone that's donated a super chat tonight. Really do appreciate that. It all goes help towards equipment and funding future trips. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. What's my best roller coaster? Well, currently Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point, but it's been that long since I've been on it, so who knows? Some people are still saying, could it be RMC? There is a chance, however, I think we can pretty much rule it out. I think the chance of it being RMC is very minimal now. I think Thorpe Park was kind of teasing enthusiasts a little bit with that one. I'm glad that it's not looking likely to be an RMC. I think if an RMC was going to come to the UK, I'd rather it not be at Thorpe Park. Controversial maybe, but I feel like a hypercoaster like this from Mac possibly or B&M or Intamin would be a better call for Thorpe Park than an RMC. And also reliability wise as well, because as much as RMC coasters are fantastic, they're also still a pretty new manufacturer. We don't know how they're going to hold up. B&M coasters, Mac coasters, we know how they hold up over a number of years. The good reliable rides, they're really solid. An RMC coaster, we don't know how they're going to hold up yet. There's still a relatively new manufacturer out there compared to the likes of B&M, Mac, Intamin, even Vekoma. You know, so yeah, I'd rather them go with something that's going to be more reliable. That's what Thorpe Park needs, a reliable coaster. And this will be perfect for them, you know, with that. So yeah, I'm really hoping that it's not an RMC, and it doesn't look likely to be an RMC either from what we've seen. So yeah, you know, would I like to see an RMC in the UK? Yes, just not at Thorpe Park. I don't think it's the right fit for them. Dan said again, according to the plans, the start of the coast is going to have a bank turn to the lift hill like Untamed at Wallaby Holland. So yes, you know, could we maybe be seeing, you know, a bank round to the right, you know, as it makes its way to the lift? Again, that sounds like an RMC move, but it also sounds like something we could see from Mac rides. We know what Mac are like. Like, Mac love trying some different stuff. You've only got to look at the spinning train that's coming, well, the spinning seats going onto the back of Icon. You know, Mac rides like trying some different stuff. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Mac have got something pretty big planned up the sleeves for this, if it does turn out to be them. So, DJ Dean, I hope high winds doesn't cause closure. It shouldn't do. Thorpe Park don't tend to have that many wind issues, not compared to Blackpool. It's on the north coast, isn't it? It's going to have a lot of issues. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. Obviously, yes, occasionally, but not on a regular basis. Benna said, my mum says it's like we live with you constantly on the TV and enjoy every moment of it. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Ben. Really do appreciate your kind words and support. And yeah, things are going to be getting big. 10 years of theme park worldwide next year. the UK's new tallest coaster coming in the next couple of years, new stuff at Chessington, hopefully something new for Alton, constant investment at other parks. You know what? The UK parks are in a really good place. And considering prior to the pandemic, you know, our parks, I think, were really kind of struggling and not really knowing the direction they wanted to go. And then since the pandemic, it seems like everyone, all these parks have been stepping up the game with events and opening hours, announcing new attractions. In a way, the pandemic has kind of made these parks reevaluate and think, no, why should we stand back? Let's build bigger, let's do better. And yeah, that's what we're seeing, which is so nice to see. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to this, guys. Honestly, I'm just so pumped. I really, really am. So many comments keep coming in. Katie, hi there, Katie. Thanks for watching. Do I know much about the retracking of Nemesis? So there's been rumours that Nemesis is going to get retracked. You know, no rumour about it. You know, the coaster's getting old. It is going to need some work soon, of course. I do possibly think we're going to see some work done to Nemesis in the next couple of years. Is that confirmation? No. However, from what I'm hearing again from sources, I think we will be seeing some kind of work done to Nemesis. Will it be a full retrack? Does it need that? Who knows? But at least I'd say from the top of the lift hill through to the brake run, kind of like what Universal did with Hulk at Islands of Adventure. They didn't replace the brake run, the station, the lift, but then they replaced the other bits. So yeah, I think we could be seeing something similar to that possibly on Nemesis to preserve it in the near future. Jenko, when it's completed, do you also think when will it be completed? Sorry, there we go, reading it wrong. When will it be completed? So the park have said 2023 into 2024. Construction, they're hoping to start at the end of next year. With the size of this, the amount of groundwork that's going to be needed, I think expect this for 2024. Don't be, you know, disheartened if it doesn't open 23. You know, we've got to think this is a massive ride. It's going to be the tallest in the UK. It's a big investment. It'll be worth the wait. I'd rather wait another year, this not be rushed, and it be absolutely perfect and what we want, than them go in and rush it. We've had too much of that from Thorpe Park. We've had too much uncertainty, rides that they've put in that are either terrible or have lasted a few years, walk-through attractions, stuff like I'm a Celebrity. You know, that's all we've had for years. Darren Brown, that's ended up being a massive failure. You know, this is big stuff for Thorpe. Like, this is what we've all wanted for Thorpe Park. They could go from having, you know, they've had nothing for over 10 years of anything that big, that amazing, to this, which is going to be huge. So, no, this is more than needed. This is exactly what Thorpe Park need, 100%. But yeah, thank you so much for that, Jenko. Really appreciate your support. And Jazz has said, oh, I've lost your comment. Bear with, there we go. Hashtag Rockwork. Looking forward to the Planco off-season videos too. Kind of want to see me do a recreation, but happy with whatever. Thanks for the great content. Sending us some dollars. So thank you so much. Really do appreciate your support. And yeah, hashtag Rockwork. Planet Coaster will be back in 2022. It's going to be coming early next year, possibly towards the end of January. That isn't fully confirmed yet, because we're going to be going on this big trip first, but then we could be seeing Planet Coaster after that. So stay tuned for it. It's definitely coming up. I know you guys love it, so there will be some more Planet Coaster on the way. Still over 1,000 people watching tonight. Hi out there. Cheers, everyone. Here's to the new UK's tallest roller coaster. No, I'm not having a beer, and there's no vodka or anything tipped in here. It's just a nice plain cordial, so bear with me. I've been talking for 56 minutes so far. Oh, absolutely delicious, that. It's what keeps me going, that does. Keeps me going. That and a nice dry hot dog. Oh, dear, we've got to have a good laugh. Jimster says, I love you, Sean. Big fan. Thank you. I love you all too. Really do appreciate it. DC Rivals 2.0, Stan says, yeah, DC Rivals Hypercoaster looks amazing. I've not actually done a Mac Hyper, but you know what? Next year I'm going to make the effort to go and ride one now. It might not be DC Rivals, because that's in Australia, and let's see with travel restrictions. But yeah, I'd like to get to Land of Legends next year. I know loads of people that have been. People are shocked when I say I've not been, but I've not. I need to go and do it. I really need to go and do it. And thanks so much, everyone, for all your comments and support. Honestly, I really do appreciate it so much. I think you're all loving the cordial there. Like, that is literally what I drink most nights. That is a nice cordial. Jenko, get a hot dog on me. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I will definitely get a nice hot dog. Dry only, though. No sauce going on to it. Right, let's have some more fire shout outs then. Let's get some stuff going here. Let's see. So, Adrenaline Force Hypercoaster was a great ride. Harry says, what type of coaster will it be? No confirmed manufacturer, but it's looking likely it could be Mack Rides from what we're seeing from the sound report. They've compared it to that. Dale said, put a 240-foot drop on the Grand National and RMC it. Can you imagine? Oh dear. Cosmic Eye Studios. I hope the loop is taller than Jubilee Odyssey at Fantasy Island, which is 124 foot. Yes, that'd be nice to see. I think it would be if it's going to have a big loop on it. I think they'd try and top that, definitely. But yeah, that's really exciting. Big shout out to Parajosh and his wife Holly. Thanks for watching, really do appreciate it. Do you think there's any chance it'll be a B&M dive? I think it's pretty unlikely to be a dive. Again, B&M, we can't kind of rule them out yet, but from the fact that there's two reasons why it's now not looking likely to be a B&M. Number one of them is because they've compared the sound to a Mack Rides coaster out in Turkey, the Hyper Coaster at Land of Legends. And also, the second reason is because of B&M Hypers don't traditionally have inversions, unless we're looking at, overbanks or like an ampersand. Shambhala has got a big ampersand. Would I class that as an inversion? No, but maybe Thorpe would, or are they going to make it a tighter so it is? I don't know. Who knows? That's what it's all about, speculation. Will it have an inversion like Shambhala at the turnaround section? Well, there you go. That's exactly what I just was talking about. So yeah, would you class that as an inversion? I wouldn't personally, but some people do. Thomas has said, I hope this encourages Blackpool Pleasure Beach to dust off plans for the even bigger one, if they are allowed to change the skyline the Golden Mile. Love theme park worldwide. Thank you. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, well, I think, knowing Blackpool's history, it wouldn't surprise me, but then you've got to think, if they top the big one, they have enough issues with the big one from a sound point of view anyway, from a wind point of view, sorry, not sound, a wind point of view. So yeah, that could be a problem for them if they wanted to go taller. Sound at Pleasure Beach, I think, the locals are used to it, but would they want to see anything taller from a sound point of view? Who knows? It's one of them, isn't it? So many comments keep coming in, which is absolutely amazing. I'm loving just keeping this discussion going. We've been going for over an hour now talking about this. Are we ruling out an RMC, Danny says? I think we are, but again, we can't fully rule out anything 100%. I'm putting out there now, I don't think it's going to be an RMC. I think it's a fully steel coaster, probably from Mack Rides, but possibly from Intamin or B&M, maybe. There we go, covering everything there, covering everything. Why are you called Sean? That's my name. That's what my parents call me. That's why I'm called Sean. Yeah, that's a bit of a funny question, that is, isn't it? Why are you called Sean? Thank you so much, Mouse Charger, for your £1. Really do appreciate that, of course. Honestly, everything that anybody sent tonight, really do appreciate so much. It really does mean the world to me that you love the channel so much and want to help support. And so yeah, it all goes towards planning future trips, camera equipment, and future content for the channel. Jenko, best get a drink as well as have to have tomato sauce for me. No sauce, dry only for me, definitely. But yeah, let's keep them comments coming in. We'll keep the interactions going. Of course, tonight. Still got loads of discussion going on, which is really nice to see. A mini T-Rex, someone said, from RMC. Yes, possibly. Anything's possible, could we be seeing that? Again, I'd rather them not go for RMC, and I don't think it is going to be, but yeah, it's certainly a possibility, a real possibility, definitely. Owen says, put this fiver towards a milk and muffin at Europa. Can't wait to see this new coaster. Thanks, Owen. Really do appreciate it. Unfortunately, I can't get a milk and muffin at Europa Park anymore. However, I do know where I can get milk and muffins. So I'll definitely get one with it. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, Owen. That made me laugh. I love that. Love a good milk and muffin. Oh, classic. There we go. Everybody give Charlotte a big hello as well down below in the comments. She's been going for over an hour now, keeping us all entertained in the comments and looking after everybody. So thank you so much to Charlotte. I'm going to do a quick recap again in just a second. I know some of you are thinking, come on, Sean, we don't need another recap. People are constantly joining these streams, so it can be very overwhelming. You think if you missed the start, you don't keep recapping. People are thinking, what's going on? So I'm going to do a quick recap in just a second after reading this comment from Dan again. So not being on the big one, I know, outrageous. It is outrageous, Dan. It's always so windy when I go there. It's never open. Hopefully next year, fingers crossed. I'll keep them crossed for you, Dan. I really do hope so. Tell you what, it's getting a bit warm in here. Bear with me. I'm just going to turn my radiator off. There we go. Little beep in the background. Just dispatch the hypercoaster down there. Wixie said 200-foot log flume. Oh, can you imagine? RMC single rail, Ted has said. No, I don't think we're going to see that. It's going to be Mack. I'm really confident it's going to be Mack. I want to go to Turkey. Scott said, you're going to Turkey in January. No, I'm not going in January, but I would like to go at some point. It's a bit of a bigger trip than going to Turkey in January. Is there a theme I'd like to see? Yes, I would love to see like a space modern theme, not IP, an original concept would be great. So once again, I'm just going to do a quick recap. For everyone that's just joined, we've been going for 65 minutes nearly. So yeah, just a quick recap. So Thorpe Park today held a public consultation at Thorpe Park. Only locals could go to it. And at the public consultation, they did reveal plans for a new roller coaster standing at 236 feet, making it the tallest roller coaster in the UK, topping the big one officially by 1 feet from what the park actually say. Blackpool do say that, you know, the big one's 235, this will be 236. However, what we do know is that the actual height of the big one is 213 because they always count it from sea level, which is 235. So many numbers, but yeah, so this will be the tallest coaster in the UK. This is a public consultation. They've said it will feature inversions. They haven't confirmed a manufacturer, but they did say a website will be going live tomorrow, the 10th of December, and where most of this discussion, we're going to have answers. So this isn't a matter of we're going to be waiting months or even weeks. Tomorrow, this time tomorrow, we're going to have more answers. And if we're seeing a proper layout tomorrow, there's a good chance we're going to be able to know the manufacturer tomorrow as well for this. And they may even state the manufacturer. I don't think they're going to officially state it, but I think we're going to be able to see the plans and look at it and think, you know what? That's who's building it. But they have also said as well today at the consultation that the ride is being compared to a Mack hypercoaster in terms of sound levels. So the fact they've done that, normally they do that and they compare it with a ride. I think it was with the Swarm, they compared it to Raptor, the original wing coaster out at Gardaland. I'm pretty sure they did. So yeah, you know, we could be seeing something, you know, like a Mack Hyper going in here. It's looking very likely to be that. Thanks, Em, for your £5. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Danny Jones says Gerstlauer. I don't think we're going to see Merlin working with Gerstlauer again, to be honest. But yeah, we'll leave that one there. We have so many comments coming in. Wing drop. I don't think we're going to see an actual wing drop on it. I don't think it's going to be a wing rider of any form. I think we're going to be seeing a nice either Mack or B&M train swooping around the track. Some real nice inversions, some huge inversions, a massive drop, and also some really good air time on this as well. Imagine a big loop after the drop. It's possible. You've got to look at like these hypercoasters out there. Look at the actual hyper at Land of Legends in Turkey. That comes down a ridiculously tall and steep drop and up into this massive loop. I would love to see that. And can you imagine that on the skyline of Thorpe, like walking in outside the dome and just seeing this massive loop like that could be really huge, couldn't it? I'm just loving all of these comments coming in. Like Pleasure Beach Thrills, hi out there to you. Oh, hi Harry. Wonder if it'll be longer than the big one in track length. Track length is a really interesting point because we do not know at this stage. Now, we talk about the location of this ride, of course, in Old Town on the site of Loggers Leap. Then flat rides are coming out in that area too. You know, could we be seeing it, you know, maybe over 4,000 feet of track, 5,000 feet of track? Who knows? But I think we're looking at a really long ride. One of the longest coasters in the UK. Yeah, could it top the big one in terms of length as well? You know, possibly so. It all depends. But you've got to think the big one's got a massive stretched out layout. This will be a lot more compact, I think. Yes, it's taller. Yes, it's still going to be pretty wide, the space it's taking up. However, it's going to be a lot more compact. So is it going to have that track length? Who knows? But I think we're going to be seeing at least 4,000 foot of track. I would say so for this one. You know, we don't know. It's still speculation on this. But that confirmed height is enough to get me so excited. Like, you know, who'd have thought we'd be seeing, you know, a new tallest coaster in the UK? I just really hope that after all this, you know, the ride actually gets planning permission. Can you imagine if it doesn't? The big monorail, you mean, Sean? Well, I have criticised the big one in the past, but it is a very iconic coaster, isn't it? Really iconic coaster. Loads of comments coming in. What happened to the Ultimates? Yeah, the Ultimate is currently still the longest coaster in the UK at Lightwater Valley. It hasn't operated all of this season or last year either. Somebody I know at the park says it's not, you know, coming out. You know, they are planning to reopen it. So we'll see what happens with that one. I would love to see it back open. Ted Bailey, thank you so much for your 79p. Really do appreciate it. Everything helps build this channel up and take you to more places, buy more camera equipment and fun future trips. So yeah, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, let's talk more about the theme for this ride. We spoke a lot now about the coaster and the stats. Let's talk about the theme. Comment down below with the theme that you would love to see. Just like keep it one word so I can keep it nice and easy, because these comments are moving so quick. Charlotte's doing a great job moderating it all. Fair play to Charlotte. But yeah, just like one word. I'm going to shout some people out and let's talk about the theme for this, what you'd like to see. So yeah, let's get them comments coming in. There we go. Oh, I'm running out of drink. Wild West theme from Joe. That's really interesting. Loving that. Slushy, Western, Wild West. Shaun the Sheep theme. Can you imagine Shaun the Sheep? Creek Freak. Themes of the book suites. Danny said Exodus. So yeah, that's basically what they've been teasing. You know, the Exodus, like a teaser in the maze. They did for Fright Nights, of course. Space Fairy Tale Atlantis. That would be a nice theme with water. But then you think Colossus kind of has that with Lost Cities. Yeah, I don't know. Future theme, Water World theme. That would be nice. Pirate theme. Oh, here we go. Sean says sci-fi. That'd be nice. Harley says a desert theme. That's cool. Jenny, zombie. Flying fish theme. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that. Alien invasion. Egyptian mythology. Star Wars. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Star Wars, unfortunately. Ashley said fire. That'd be nice. That'd be really cool. Thank you so much to Coben for your £2. Love the videos. Thanks so much for your support. Really do appreciate it. Greg's theme, yeah, can you imagine? Like you sit on a sausage roll. Oh, if I had a theme park, if I win Euro Millions on Friday, that's what I'll build. Max says a modern theme. That's my personal choice. I really want to see this modern. I don't want to see, you know, like a rusted kind of feel to it. I don't want to see pieces of wood just like, you know, falling apart as part of the theme. I want to see, you know, the station building this ultra modern futuristic theme would be nice. And yes, that doesn't fit with Old Town, but I'm really hoping that for such a big ride, we see a new area around it. I don't really want to see it just put into an existing area. I want to see, you know, Thorpe do a big area all the way around it. That's what I'm really, really hoping for. So Norse mythology, yes, that'd fit nice. Something a bit different as well. You know, that'd be really cool. Futuristic themes. Another person saying Western. Wicker Woman. There we go. Imagine that. Wicker Woman. Yeah, there you go. That'd be quite cool. Dance theme. Yeah, can you imagine it like a nightclub station? Kind of like Euromere at Europa Park. That'd be a good theme for it, wouldn't it? Something like Fury 325. Yes, that is exactly, who said that? Adam. There we go. Something like Fury 325. That is exactly what I would love. Very modern, futuristic. That's what I'd like to see. Joe said, will we see any flat rides alongside it? Who knows? Will it be some supporting rides for this big coaster? Possibly so. Yeah. A jungle theme. Philip says Vikings, Greek mythology. Someone keeps saying curly fries. I don't think it's going to be themed around curly fries. However, in Old Town, you could buy curly fries. And now that area's all being closed up, yeah, we're not going to be getting any curly fries there. I'll have to go somewhere else for them. Land of the Giants. What about a Navy theme? Could be very unique. I think the fact that Thorpe Park, you know, it is all based, we're all in water, aren't we? It's an old quarry. I would really like to see them go for something to focus on that with the water. I think that would be nice. Could we maybe see water used as part of the theme for the coaster? Could it have a helix over the water? You've got to think of foundations for this. Thorpe Park have had quite a lot of issues in the past with foundations. So, you know, that's why I'm thinking the construction time frame for this as well is going to be longer than a year because of foundations for something this big. You're building that tall, your foundations are going to be pretty deep. So, yeah, I think we're going to be seeing this as a 2024 opening based on that. And the part did say 23, 24. I am more leaning towards 24 because of that. Dan again, thank you so much. Oh, I really appreciate it. I read the station of the coaster will be where Kinder Creek Railway Station was. That's where you'd enter for platform 15. Yes, it is. So that's where you used to enter for platform 15. It was the exit for the past couple of years. But yeah, we're looking at the station there. It sounds like it's probably going to go off to the left and then up the lift hill and of course over onto the piece of land where Loggers Leap used to be. The old log flume. Who misses loggers? I do too, but you know what? This is going to be more than worth it. It really, really is. Hi there, Owen. Sam, hi out there to you as well. Roman theme. Someone said that. That's really cool. Yeah, Roman theme. That'd be really nice to see. I'd love that. A Matrix theme, a futuristic journey to new heights, Owen. Yes, that's what I want to see. Something really modern, futuristic. I don't want to see another dark coaster. Like, as much as Wicker Man was perfect for Alton Towers, I want to see something really light theme in here. Like, we're going on this journey, this expedition. I think that's what really makes, you know, the likes of Shambhala. It's you know, it's the mountain range, isn't it? The Himalayas. I really want to see that kind of that kind of effect with this at the back of the park. You know, it's going to be a real focal point, so it needs to have a good theme. We already know the track colour is looking likely to be white, possibly blue. They did compare it to Stealth, so does that mean white at the top, blue low down, or white at the top on the high points and then a different colour lower down? Again, we don't know. We just don't know. We're going to find out more. Just to add to it again, tomorrow a website is going to be launched with more information, and tomorrow I'm going to be filming a video tomorrow evening talking all about that. Probably won't be a live stream, it'll probably be a pre-recorded, so I can do some more zoom ins and edits and stuff on the plans. I can do that with the lives, but you know, I'd rather do that pre-recorded to get more in depth, more in detail with zoom ins and that sort of thing. So yeah, that will be coming tomorrow evening, sort of this time tomorrow. Stay tuned for that once we've of course got more plans from this one. But yeah, you know, how long is it going to take to build? They're hoping to start construction late 2022. With a 2024 opening, I think is likely, possibly late 23, but I think we're looking at March 24, I think, for this, early 2024. So many comments coming in. Big shout out to Harry as well in Bierstead. Really do appreciate your support. Do you reckon it'll top Stealth in speed, Will has said? Possibly so, possibly so. I mean, you got to think with that height, there's a high chance it will do. But then again, it depends how big the drop is, doesn't it? If it drops any a little and then goes into an inversion, we don't know. But there is a chance it could be the tallest and fastest coaster in the UK. It is possible. Of course, Stealth has that record at the moment, but yeah, we don't know. Like, it's all speculation other than the stats that we know, and I'm going to repeat them one more time. I'm not going to stay on for that much longer now this evening. We'll wrap up in a few minutes after this wonderful big discussion. Like 75 minutes we've been going for now, but this is big news, isn't it? This is a massive, massive news, massive discussion about this ride. Bear with me, just going to have another bit of juice. My last bit now. Oh no. Beautiful. That's all that gone. How many of you were there like, I like to drink with Sean and Sean is my mate. And when I drink with Sean, he gets it down in 10. Yeah, I'll stop that there. But you know what I mean? You imagine doing one of them. Anyway, oh dear, full of cordial. Yeah, so many people who've donated tonight. Really do appreciate it. I've tried to catch every single one. Obviously, they don't always, yeah, the comments are moving that quick. They don't always come up, but I do really try my best to get through all of your comments as much as I can do. So we've got another random question coming in now, which is really nice. Unrelated question: do you think Jewel will be reverted back to the haunted house for its 30th anniversary? I'd like to see that. I can't see it happening, but I think it would be nice if they did. Alicia says a horror theme. Alicia, sorry. A B&M build first drop have commented. So we don't know. It's looking likely to be a hyper from, of course, a manufacturer. We now know the height of it. But I think we could be seeing a Mack, because the park did say in this consultation a few hours ago that they have actually compared the sound levels to a Mack hyper coaster. So that does lean more towards it being Mack. However, we do know this will be 236 foot tall. 72 metres, making it the tallest coaster in the country. Yeah, only a couple of minutes left now on the live stream. Thank you so much to Stephen Cumberworth. Have a drink on me, the pair of you. Thanks for the content this year. Thank you so much, Stephen. Really do appreciate it. Thanks for your £10 donation. Really do appreciate that. It all goes towards the channel and funding our trips and equipment that we need. So yeah, thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. Will it be a lift hill or a launch? Danny said definitely looking likely to be a lift hill for this one. However, again, we still don't know the exact details. More will be revealed tomorrow. That is what we can say at this point. A website will be launched tomorrow with more information. James says a sea monster theme. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be really cool. I want a new world record breaking Mack Hyper Gem sets. Well, there could be some records on here. They could possibly go for, you know, some really tall inversions on this. That would be really cool. So I'd really like to see that. When am I next going to be at Thorpe Park? Well, it's going to be next season now, isn't it? It's closed for the winter, but yeah, it'll be next season and we're next down there. Get your last comments coming in now. We're going to be wrapping up in the next few minutes. What are we? 77 minutes in. Still loads and loads of you watching, hundreds and hundreds. But yeah, you know, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in tonight for this one. It's been eventful. 2 streams in a night. Matt Talks Tech. Hi, Matt. Massive fan of the channel. Matt is. He's always commenting every day and supports us. Amazing news. Do you think we'll get a special preview before it opens to the public? Hope to see you at Alton Towers next Wednesday. You may see me there at Alton Towers, but I did a special preview. Who knows? It's early days. We don't even know if they're going to be getting planning permission yet for this. Of course, in the past, we've done things with parks, on construction sites, that sort of thing. With this, the size of it, no matter what, we are going to be ringing updates because we're going to be able to see it from outside the park from a lot of locations. So there is a walkway down the back of that area, Monk's Walk. So yeah, as long as that stays open during the construction, I doubt they'll really be able to close that, to be honest, but you never know. Then yeah, of course, we'll bring you some updates as much as we can do with this one. But yeah, in terms of a preview, I'm sure there'll be a press event. I'd like to think with this being such a big ride for Thorpe, they're going to want as much exposure as they can do. Maybe they're going to give channels the chance to follow on the construction. Who knows? We don't know at this stage. But yeah, it'd be great if they did. It would be really nice. This is big. You know, they're going to want as much exposure for this coaster as they can as well. So yeah, thanks for that one, Matt. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, only a couple of minutes left now. Until we're wrapping up. Big shout out to Lucy and Darcy, big fans of the channel. Really do appreciate that. And we're going to do another live. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more live streams as we move forward. This year we've been so busy, I've not really been here that much. And in terms of doing live streams at the parks, signal just isn't great over here for doing that, not compared to abroad. So yeah, I'd like to do more streaming in the parks, but yeah, it's signal that puts me off really doing it. There's no point doing a live, it's just going to keep cutting off all the time. So we did one in the snow like a week and a half ago at Alton Towers because it was on the plaza. I know we had good signal. As soon as we start walking into the park, we start dropping out the signal. So yeah, that's, you know, one of them. But yeah, there's going to be more streams in the future. Another exciting news for you. You're going to be saying bye-bye to this soon because I'm having a brand new set for the 10th anniversary of Theme Park Worldwide. Brand new ultra modern set that's going to look great. So yeah, there's going to be a few more videos with this. But yeah, as we head into January and the start of our 10th anniversary celebrations, yeah, we're going to have a brand new set which looks really snazzy. So yeah, I can't wait to share that. It's got some real nice swanky lighting and everything. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. Stay tuned for that one. And that's all going to be for our anniversary celebrations and for more streaming. There is going to be more streaming coming up next year. A lot more regular live streams because they can be there quick with it. It's like this tonight. You know, the consultation only ended a few hours ago. In that time, you know, I could have been editing videos and stuff, but I wanted to get live. I wanted to talk about it and interact with all of you about this because it's so big, this news. Attractions near me says, whatever they build, we can't wait to ride it. Neither can we. Me and Charlotte are so excited. Hi there, Dan. Oh, Danny, good friend of mine. I love Danny. Been waiting for a big coaster in the UK for many years. It's long overdue. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much, Danny. Hope to see you soon, mate. I really do. I'm sure we'll have a good catch up in the new year. And yeah, this is big stuff. Massive stuff, Danny, that I didn't think we'd ever be seeing in this country, to be honest. Fenton, thanks for your pound there. Really do appreciate that. Kevin, I'd love to see a splashdown element. Yeah, water splash. That'd be really nice to see, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd love to see that. So many comments. Honestly, you know what? These comments just keep coming in. I think with all the enthusiasm that everyone's got, I could keep this stream probably going all night. However, unfortunately, I haven't got the energy to do that. I need to have a chill. I mentioned it earlier. I've just been for a booster vaccine just before filming this. So yeah, I am ready for a bit of a chill. I did a stream earlier on as well with my initial thoughts. But one more time, just to summarise this, we're looking at the UK's tallest coaster, confirmed, subject to planning permission, 236 foot tall, being built in the Old Town area. Manufacturer not being confirmed yet, but will feature inversions, which is leading me on to think that we could be seeing a Mack coaster. However, there is still a chance it could be another manufacturer. There we go. That's a nice summary for you all. Tomorrow, I'll be back with more information about this new ride. And yeah, Thorpe Park will be revealing this website. There's rumours that at midnight tonight it's going on. Other people are saying tomorrow afternoon, evening. I think it's all rumours and speculation, that, to be honest. So who knows? But it will be soon. It will be soon that's going on. At least in the next 24 hours. Hopefully sooner than that. And yes, thank you very much for joining me. And a nice 82-minute live stream here on Theme Park Worldwide. Lovely. Thanks for joining me. Today's a day we're going to remember in history, the 9th of December 2021, the day when we now know it's confirmed that for the first time since 1994, subject to planning permission, we are going to be seeing a roller coaster in the United Kingdom taller than the big one. There we go. Can we just also say a big thank you to Charlotte, for everything she's done down there in the comments. Just say, let's give a nice wave and a nice bye to Charlotte down there in the comments. Just looking after you all and yeah, making sure that everything's running smoothly and keeping it as family friendly as we can do here on Theme Park Worldwide as well. That's a big part of it. So thank you so much, Charlotte, for doing that. I know it's a lot. Listening to me ramble on for 80 minutes and also doing the comments. So well done, Charlotte. And on that note, thank you very much. Just a quick channel update. New videos every day here at the moment. There's also new videos every day on Adventure Sean, my second channel. I'm currently doing Vlogmas over there every day, 24 new vlogs. So yeah, go and check that out. I'd love to see you there. You also get to see a bit of a different side to what I get up to away from the park. So I'd love to see you on that. And I'll be back tomorrow. Probably won't be live. I think it's going to be pre-recorded, but you never know. It could be live. It depends if things change. But I'm intending on doing a pre-recorded video for tomorrow evening, this sort of time it'll be on. And that's going to be with as much information, what we know now and more, looking at the plans, because we're going to have some visuals to see. You know, we've had no visuals today. We're going to have visuals to look at. So that's really exciting. So thank you very much. Big final shout out tonight to Joshua just there. Really do appreciate it. But that is all. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, whatever you are getting up to. This is it. Keep the comments coming in afterwards, after the stream's ended. In the comments down below, of course, I'd love for you to comment, you know, some more themes and ideas as well. That'd be really nice to see, so I can kind of look back on them, because it's so hard to follow the live chat. I'd love to just look back on more of your ideas. So if you could, just put your comments down as well, so I can have a look at those after the stream's ended. A few minutes after, the comments will open underneath, so I can look through, and I really appreciate it, because I love seeing what everybody thinks. And it's when I'm filming the stream and talking, and also, of course, you know, when I'm actually, you know, reading the comments out. It's moving that quick. I don't always get to see. So there we go. Fenton, final shout out. I'm an aspiring engineer trying to be a part of it. Follow your dreams. That's what I certainly do. And to everybody out there, thank you so much for watching. This is it, the big one, Thorpe Park, 236 feet. A big coaster is coming to the UK, and it's going to be absolutely epic. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. And that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. Goodbye, everyone. See you soon.